Welcome to musicmoveit.com, and today I want to talk about having a budget when you release your album. Yeah, so you need money to make money, basically. And as you know, music is a business. You need a budget. Now, if you don't quite have a budget right now, that's fine. But I suggest, if you're going to do a legit music release, I totally suggest that you save your money or get an investor or something like that. I want to break down just some of the costs. Of course, it's not all the costs of releasing a record, but some of them, for sure. For instance, recording. If you don't have a studio yourself, you may have to pay for studio time. But thankfully, not everybody has to do that nowadays. A lot of people have friends that have their own little home studios that you can record at, things like that. Sometimes you have to pay, sometimes you don't. Depends who you know, or if you have your own home studio or whatnot. Also, once your album's done, of course, depending how you're doing it, if you're going to do a physical and digital release, of course, you need money to get CDs pressed. And that can cost you around $1,000 for full color, retail ready CDs with a barcode. $1,000 costs generally around $1,000. Of course, if you want to order more money. Vinyl's still as popular as ever. That's really, really expensive. So if you have a decent budget, a bigger enough budget where you can do that, do it. But that's another cost involved. If you don't have the money for that, I wouldn't worry about it, but it still is very popular. Also, as far as like getting your music on digital, digital stores and things like that, if you're an indie artist, a lot of times you have to pay to get them put in digital stores. It's usually not a high cost. I mean, there's places where you spend like $49 and they'll put you in a ton of like digital retailers like iTunes and Amazon, and the list goes on. So that's another cost. Of course, promotion. You want to pay it for things like, you want to get business cards, you want to get letterheads, because you're still going to be mailing CDs and things like that. Mailing, if you want to get stuff in other states, you want to mail them promotional material. You can't do everything online still. You still want to mail some things. But you should get some business cards done, letterhead, professional things like that. You want to get your bio printed. That just doesn't cost too much to do that. You can go to like a copy shop and make a real nice bio on your computer and get it printed up there for fairly cheap. You should get some posters done. You should definitely get some, those full color promo postcards that you could take to your performances and hand them out, that list like where albums being sold at and things like that, your website, all that good stuff. There's a lot of promotional material you can get into. I mean, there's even like paying for merchandise that you could sell at your shows, like t-shirts and whatever, stickers, keychains, whatever your audience likes. Of course, you could even get deeper. You need bigger budget, but you could pay for a street team to help get the word out, for them to pass out flyers on the weekends to clubs and things like that. There's other people you can hire, assistants, publicists. This is getting big time now, where you're gonna need a big budget, fairly big budget, even for being an indie artist. But even just keeping it minimal, you just need a bunch of things. If you plan on touring, you gotta have a reliable car. Stuff like that. If you're in like a rock band or something like that, you're gonna need something that you can carry all your equipment in. Even if you're like a hip-hop artist and you have a DJ coming along with you, you just want room, a decent-sized vehicle that you can tour with. Most people have a decent car that they can do it with, but just remember the gas to get to these shows. Just wear and tear on your car in general. So just keep those things in mind. There's a lot of things to think about. There really are a lot of sacrifice you got to put in to try to become, a fairly legit recording artist. Of course, you want your website up and running. That can cost some money unless you already got it going, but some people do not know how to create websites at all, and they pay other people to do it. But you can do it yourself these days, pretty simple. Go to Wix, like Wix.com. They're pretty good with like creating pretty nice websites where you can host like music and things like that on there. So check them out. Another good website for things like a logo or just things in general for promotion is Fiverr.com. I mentioned it in the past. It's Fiverr.com. And you can pay people to do things for $5. Like there's listings for music stuff, music promotion, like I said, logos, anything you may need. People will do it for $5. Sometimes they have like add-on things like, they'll give you a logo and they'll do it within a day and then like another $5, dumb stuff like that. But generally everything is like $5. So check them out too if you ever need help with like graphic design or a voiceover for a commercial for your album or something, things like that. Another thing, music video. Unless you have the equipment yourself, you're going to have to hire somebody. That could be more money right there. There's just a lot of things to consider to paying for your copyright, to send it to Washington. That costs money, of course. Not much, but still another thing. But you need somewhat of a budget to get all this stuff done. If you don't have it right now, save your money and do it right, for real. Because when you do things half-assed, people pick up on it. And you don't want to be that person that did things half-assed. You want to look as professional as possible to open more doors. It'll help you in the end. And I'm being real about this. I did this for years, releasing indie albums. And the more professional I got, the more people answered my calls. The more people would take meetings, things like that. So it's important, believe me. But that's just a small list of things that you may need to pay for. It's not everything, I know, but it's just a basic thing just to get your mind working like, wow, I do kind of need the budget to really put out a legit release to compete with other legit indie artists. You want to rise above everyone else. You want to look just as good as everyone else, if not better. It's important. Now, please, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to do more and more videos as time allows me. More and more tips to get you to become a better recording artist, get your career going, get you thinking, ideas. I don't know everything, but maybe I could spark ideas to help you out. And I love it. Leave a comment if you have a subject you want me to speak about, and I will do my best. Thank you, and I will see you next video. Thanks for watching my videos, and I wanted to tell you about a few things. I'm going to leave some links in the description below, so make sure you take advantage of them. I want you to check out and download our ebook. It's a step-by-step guide to release your own music from start to finish. Check out the link below. It's called Release Your Own Music, a Step-by-Step Guide. Download that today. Also, Jango Radio, it's a streaming service like a Pandora, and they're doing a special offer with me where they're giving artists and bands 100 spins on their streaming station. You just got to click the link below. You can only use this link to get that offer, and you must be a new Jango user. It's an excellent opportunity to get your music out there to more people. Check it out, click the links, and we'll see you soon. Thanks.